Okay. What's going on with my charts? Where are my candles? Something is going on. What's going on? Oh, that's what's going on. It's hidden. Let me have a look at this. Let me hide some of these things. I took some profit from a long. I took another long. I was stopped out of one of my longs because I said to break even, and then I hide some of these things. I took some profit from a long. I took another long. I was stopped out of one of my... Oh, there was a bit of echo because I had the stream on. Right, that's all gone. I said that we were in an equal triangle on Bitcoin, and nothing's really changed. I'm still looking for us to reach the top of this triangle and get everyone bullish again. And then I'll be interested to see if we can take some liquidity at the top of these wicks, and whether that SFPs for a short opportunity underneath the point of control, or whether it squeezes. And that if it does squeeze, then we're looking at a completely different structure, and maybe we do get a breakout. Yeah, I'll be right back. We'll be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. All right, so BTC, Bitcoin is still going into this, is still in the range. We almost lost the value area low, and then as soon as we came back in, we back tested a couple of times, and now we're heading towards the top of the range. I got stopped out of 2 longs after I'd taken profit, and I took another one, and I've taken profit on that one as well, just in case, because you never know. But it looks as though it may be heading for the top of this range, and I'd be interested to see if we can take the liquidity from any of these highs here, and if we can, and if we can close back underneath the point of control, which is this red line here, then I'd be looking for a back test and a short with an invalidation above the SFP high that's been made. And that would be the short trade, and head right back down to the bottom of the range. So that's the trade that I have in mind now, and obviously I'll be looking to close most of my long position back at the point of control as well, and just leave a little bit just in case it continues. Is there going to be a breakout long? It's possible, you know. It's possible we break out. I feel like it'll be a bit premature to break out, but it is possible. I think it's more likely that if we were going to try and break out, that we would consolidate here a little bit first before we go out. You know, to just change the structure of this equal triangle. Once we're out, I think people are going to start longing, and then this would invalidate this short, and we'd be back testing the point of control as support. And as soon as we start flipping the value area high into support, that will be your opportunity to long, a breakout long, and you'll be trying to basically you'll be trying to squeeze these highs, and as long as the price doesn't fall back underneath, it should continue, you know, for the next level, for the next target. So I think a breakout long is also possible, but first and foremost, you want to flip the point of control into support. That's what you're looking for. If it doesn't do that, then you're not looking for any kind of breakout. And then if it does, it'd be nice for it to consolidate a little bit to test this back point of control as support before it continues. All right, so that's the trades that I have. Rename, I'll call that trades. Position, brush, umbrella in, February trading, umbrella in. Good. On the higher time frame, when you're looking at this, let me hide these now. Get rid of these and get rid of that fib fixed range. So we had a yearly close yesterday, and already, as you can see, the price has moved up. This is quite interesting because this could be it. That could be the low of the year. And this is, I think, a lot of people have entered long, hoping or thinking that this is the build. This could be the bottom of the yearly candle. It's very possible. Very possible that we're seeing the bottom of the yearly candle right now form. And I think the confirmation is going to be a breakout. Once you have a breakout, then you could almost ascertain that the yearly candle has formed the bottom already in the first few days. But I mean, a year is a long time to go, so who knows? You know, there's still a lot of untapped liquidity higher up. I mean, technically, this yearly candle, the price can retrace up to 50% of this yearly candle without looking bearish. So if I was to map that out, what's 50%? 50% of the body. 50% of the body of this green candle. It's 26,413. You know, that's quite deep. But if we were to go down to the 50% and go up, it would still look okay. It would still be okay. If it has to, it will. If there's not enough liquidity, it will do that. Let me have a look at the yearly volume. Okay. So this is a good technique. What you can do is you can put change your bars from candles to bars. And then you can do this volume profile on each individual candle. So now I can see the volume of the whole year in one go. And you can actually do that on each candle, each candle, to see the yearly volume profile of that candle, of each candle. It's very useful to do that because it allows you to see areas of previous confluence. Anyway, so this green candle is the previous year, and as you can see, a key level is going to be the value area high of the previous year, which is landing at about 31,000 there. So I would expect, because we're expecting a bullish year, I would expect that if we do get a pullback in the next month or two or whenever, it's a big if, then that would actually fit into the 382, sorry, 382, or the inverse of the golden pocket. that. That would be a good place to long. If we were to get a pullback, I think that would be the place. But the other thing to note is in the previous year, and the previous year, so 2 years and 3 years back, you see the value area low, these two blue lines are at the same level. See that? And that's roughly at about $39,000. So I think if you want to I think if you're thinking lower, then first you have to be thinking higher. What do I mean by that? I mean, there's no reason for the price to come all the way down to 31,000 down here if the price can't get below this level here, 39,000. Yeah. So it's very important that you see what happens when the price comes down to 30. If the price comes down to 39 first, if we start forming support at 39,000 and looking to go back up, then obviously you're going to have to enter at 39,000 and not look for lower, you know, because the reality is that you have to lose 39,000 before you bridge that gap and move down to the top of this value area, previous year value area high at 31,000. And so a lot of people could be waiting a long time for these lower prices, and you just have to see what happens as the price comes close to these levels. And that's the way you would approach that, because a lot of people are looking to enter now into Bitcoin, and who knows, like we might, excuse me. Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold still. Almost there. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think a lot, I mean, I'm also looking to add more to my positions, and I'll be looking for these levels, you know, on the higher time frame. I'll be looking to see what happens at 39,000, and if 39,000 for some reason can't hold, for whatever reason we get a move down, then the next kind of big point of entry will be 31,000. These are the like highest time frame levels that I'll be looking at based on volume. Okay, so that's quite important. If you were to replicate that on your charts, that would be very helpful for you to see for yourself what I'm actually talking about. I'll delete those now. I don't need them because I have those memorized. If we go back to the candles and the candle structure, well, I was reading on Twitter. Someone was saying this is the most bullish recovery candle in Bitcoin's history. So I'm going to go to the index now and get rid of these lines and have a look and see if that's true. Don't know, could be. I might. You always learn something new when you go onto Twitter. Yeah, so we have red. So this is the pattern, right? Apart from the beginning, forget about the beginning. Start with this first red candle in January 2014. So you have a red candle, and you're followed by 3 greens, 1, 2, 3. But then you have a red on January the 18th that year, 2018. You're followed by 3 greens. Now we have a red, this the year 2022, followed by 1 green, 2 greens, 3 greens. So we're actually now, based on this pattern, we're expecting 2 more green candles. Yeah. So if this pattern plays out, and there's no reason why it shouldn't, and if you're expecting 2 more green candles, well look, if you were to buy the close of this first green candle, look how, and you waited 2 years and you took profit. A really simple trade. You are up 5x on your investment. Just that simple. The simple trade like that. You just buy the open of this candle and you sell the close of this candle, and you make over 5x on your investment. Really simple trade. If you were to do the same thing here, if you were to buy the open of this candle and sell the close of this candle, so you're looking for 2 yearly green candles to follow. Yeah, you're looking at that's a 30x on your investment. 30 to 5. I think it's very unlikely that we're going to go to another 5x. I think it's very unlikely that, like, if we've just gone from 30 to 5, I think it's very unlikely that we'll go from 5 to 30 or to 5 to 5, you know. If 5x from here is going to put us at $260,000, I think that's very unlikely. I think that's very unlikely, to be honest with you. I can't see it, because the pattern, if you look at this structure, you can clearly see a curve that's falling off. You know, you can clearly see that it's tapering off. So maybe a 1.5x to 2x from here, yeah. So like if it went up to 1.5, let me see, that's a 1. So a 1 would put you at like $84,000. And 1.5 would put you at about $100,000. I think it's possible that we do like a 1.5 to 2x from here in light of what we're seeing here. But I'm still expecting to continue this pattern, 2 green candles. Now, they don't have to be big, strong, bullish candles like this, but I am expecting 2 green candles. And actually what I was thinking of, which would really wreck everyone, is this next candle to be a green doji. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, imagine if this is a green doji. It would really throw everyone off. Imagine if we did go down all the way down to 31,000, somewhere here. Even wick down to this level here. We ended up with a nice green doji. I can't draw it because this trading view doesn't really let me. And the wick all the way up there. Without taking the high. So you have a... I don't know. Well, if we did take the high... Yeah. I was thinking, imagine if we ended up this year with a green doji. I don't know. Unless, of course, we end up with a green, like a green push up, nice, and then we ended up with a doji, and then a reverse. I don't know, but we're expecting 2 green and then 1 red, and in the context of that, I think it's likely that the 1 red that comes back down will come back to test this level here, which is about 20,000. And on the higher time frame, that would make sense how it would look, you know, because you have these wicks here. There's no reason why the price can't come back to test those wicks again, you know. There's no reason why the price can't do anything. I think a lot of people are think the price is going to go to the moon. But what I've noticed with Bitcoin is that the price dominance, Bitcoin's losing dominance in the market cap. So yeah, you can't quite see it because I've got all these shitty lines. I'm going to hide them. I can show you a little bit. So on Bitcoin dominance, this candle here, this 12 monthly candle, is actually a bullish reversal because we closed above this wick, right? But we've closed underneath this wick. So actually, even though it's a bullish reversal, we've closed underneath resistance on this yearly candle. You see, that's just what's happened. I haven't, you know, I didn't. I'm just seeing this now. Look, you see that wick, that candle? That's resistance. That needed to be. We needed a close above that wick, and we haven't done that. So, and also we've gone up all the way to this kind of interlude, this yearly interlude between these, and we've gone up, tested it, and we've come back down. So actually, I think this is looking quite trappy. For me, this looks like a bit of a trap for the bulls. It's like a bull. It feels like there's a bull trap for the Bitcoin dominance right now. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And you know, this last 12 months on Bitcoin dominance, we've got a green doji in the wick, but we've taken the liquidity. This is quite, it's bullish and bearish at the same time, because if it was bullish, you would have closed higher than, sorry, let me see. You would have closed higher than this previous 6-month wick if it was bullish. We're still in the wick, so there's still, this could still continue, but the reality is we have actually closed. We've taken liquidity, we've closed underneath these levels. If in the next 6 months we get the same kind of behavior and we're still underneath these levels, then it's very likely that we're going to go down and not up. So I think I think this is looking like to go down actually. And maybe it will go up, take more liquidity, and then fall back down. But it does look like it wants to go down. When you look at the 3-month candles, again, look, we close underneath this red wick. You see this red wick here? If it was bullish, it should have closed above that wick. So actually, you know, that wick has held the price. The price has washed through, so liquidity has been taken, but actually it's closed right back down. So I feel like there's a trap brewing here, and actually, and on one sense we're above levels too. You know, we're above this level here. We could form like a doji first, an indecision, a couple of indecision candles before we go down, or we could actually just go down. I'm not feeling that this is going up anymore. I'm feeling that this wants to turn. Can't actually, is there a volume here? Yeah, look, higher, increasing volume into the highs. And that's like an inverse hammer, increasing volume into the highs after a run. That is actually, in the low of the range, that would be bullish. At the high of the range, that is actually bearish. This candle, this 3-month candle, is a bearish candle. Yeah, that's what it is. So I am expecting this BTC.D to go down, and that would be very nice for the altcoins. So we have to see what happens, you know, and I think that just That just, yeah, look at this. Look in the highs. We have a hammer in the highs. Liquidity take, close back down. And look, this month is a bearish month. It's closed underneath this wick. Very bearish. This is actually a reversal pattern in the highs of BTC.D. So technically, for the next 3 months or more, it might actually be better to not be in Bitcoin, to be in the altcoins. Yeah, that's what this is saying. It's better to be in the altcoins than in Bitcoin. I think a lot of the altcoins are going to run in the next few months. And I think if Bitcoin starts to pull back, or maybe Bitcoin doesn't pull back, and that's the thing, like people are expecting Bitcoin to also pull back. Maybe Bitcoin just literally does nothing for the next 3 months. Right now we're forming a triangle, but the reality is that what we really have is a range like that, you know, and it's very possible, that Bitcoin will go take the highs, go down, take the lows, go up, take the highs, go down, take the lows. Like it could do that for the next 3 months. You could just form one big crazy long range for the next few months until we finally get some kind of breakout. And this, I think this is going to be the best case scenario for the altcoins, ranging, consolidating in the highs, going nowhere. And I think a lot of people are going to get frustrated with Bitcoin if it goes nowhere. So if in the next 3 months nothing happens in Bitcoin, we don't make higher highs, we don't make lower lows, we just completely go sideways, I think that's going to make people start trading altcoins and start accumulating altcoins. And I sense that there's going to be a lot of altcoins are going to go crazy. Yeah. If you look at ETH BTC, see how that ended. I have a lot of stuff on my chart. Alright. If I show you this and explain to you that this is actually bullish, would you believe me? Just by looking at it, I can tell you that this is bullish. Expansion candle, this is the take profit candle, this is the sell candle, the bear candle, and the bear candle has failed to do 2 things. The bear candle has failed to close underneath the lower wick of this hammer, and it's failed to close underneath this monthly level. And this isn't even a monthly level, this is a yearly level. This is actually bullish. This is very bullish, because what you have are 2 bearish yearly candles, and both of them have failed to take the price down underneath support. Yeah, this is a bullish reversal to go up, This is very bullish. So I think it's definitely better to be in ETH than Bitcoin right now. This is, you could buy that. You could buy that. You should buy that. Definitely buy that. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, oh my God, that is so bullish. I'm actually gonna take an image screenshot. I'm gonna post that on my Twitter. Wow. It's good to see these higher time frame candles, because if I hadn't looked at that, I wouldn't even know. But based on candle theory, decreasing volume on these 2 bearish candles, failed to close lower than this yearly level 2 years in a row. This last year failed to close underneath this lower hammer wick, which was required to continue for continuation. It's not a this is not a continuation candle. This is now, that's it. the sellers are apt. We're looking to go up now. On ETH BTC, we're looking to go up. I would buy that. Just that candle. Wow. I love that. We could get like a 2-3x for it. We could get like a crazy push up on ETH BTC now. And actually it fits the pattern. Look, 2 red candles, 2 green candles. We might get 2 green candles now. Yeah. Exciting. That's very exciting. If I look at USDT in the early time frame, closed above support. Let me see if we are under the fib, under the 50 fib. Close above the 50 fib. Could still go up. I mean, who knows? No, I mean, the 6 month tells you that this is actually still continuation because we've closed underneath this red wick. I'm still expecting continuation. This whole top patterning structure looks like we could fail support. We've just, yeah, we've kind of closed underneath this trend line. I am expecting a sell-off, and actually, you know, the target is going to be this golden pocket area. The USDT dominance looks very bearish still. Let's have a look at Pax Gold and BTC. Let's have a look at the yearly time frame. Oh my god, look at that. That's like a bearish. That's yeah. Close underneath the point of control. That's this bearish reversal. This is the whole thing. Just one more candle and then you've reversed this whole green candle. All of that volume has been reversed. We're underneath the point of control. We're into the golden pocket. Could go sideways now for 6 months before it makes its next move, but we've lost support. We've lost the volume support. So a lot of people who had bought into gold are now underwater in comparison to Bitcoin. So naturally they'll be looking to go back into Bitcoin as the price comes up. If the price comes up, a lot of people will be looking to get back into Bitcoin, and then that's when you can get the further move down, because we've lost this point of control as support. You see how here it was support here, and then here is all support. We've failed to hold the support. We needed to hold it to go up, and actually the sign was the losing the value area high. As soon as we lost the value area high, as long as we got a monthly close back into the value area high, you see how price just went down. Very important, these like higher time frame candles and how they behave. And not only that, did we close into the value area high, we closed underneath that wick. So I was 3 months ago, I was talking about this. I was doing commentary on this on my Twitter. But obviously now I can do live commentary and tell people what seems to be happening with the candles. Yeah. We have this total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Look at the yearly candles. Yeah, that's looking to be a bullish reversal already. Closed above 50%. The next one could push up quite easily. It looks quite good. Doesn't look terrible. You can have a look at these ones. This is a reversal pattern. The beginning of a reversal pattern, because this 6 month candle has closed above this wick. You see? See how it's closed above that wick? That wick should have held the support, and it hasn't. As a resistance, and it hasn't. And then obviously as you zoom in, all of the structure says the same thing. So I would expect the next push up to go and fill the candle, this long red candle, all the way up to there. I think that would confirm the reversal structure, because then you reverse this whole bearish red expansion candle, and then we have to see if there's a breakout, some kind of consolidation to break out or not. But it is looking very bullish, this total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And this, if you see this, it doesn't look like it, but this is actually inverse head and shoulders pattern. There's one, there's two, and there's your third, and there's your neckline, and that's your breakout. Yeah, so you have a lot of confirmation for alts taking over in the next year. A lot of confirmation. Better to be in altcoins for sure. All right, I think that's what I have to say about Bitcoin.